How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a guitar that's been on my bucket list for a few years now, and I did sort of give a little bit of an inkling in my Gear for Music tour video that I was going to get one because it was just too good not to. And now I've finally got one, and that's like, what, 2 or 3 years ago? So without further ado, the Hartwood Charger. I got this along with the Daytona from the previous video. This thing lives up to every expectation. I'm definitely going to keep it, so I think it's time to take these off.
Look, see? Still got the old tagger on it. See, never even played it.
Let's start off with specs. We've got an older body, which is pretty heavy, but it's a nice balanced weight. You've got a 14-inch radius on the fretboard, and it's a 25.5-inch scale. We've got a roasted maple neck with a gorgeous volute on it. Set neck construction with the paint transition. Two surprisingly powerful output humbuckers. Block inlays with a split block on the 12th. You've got a 43mm Graphtec new bone nut. Locking tuners, which seem to be holding up pretty well for now. A 3-way toggle switch. And a volume and a tone. Medium jumbo frets. It doesn't say on the website what they're made of. I would assume nickel, but they actually feel pretty good, so they could possibly be stainless steel, but that's unconfirmed. Now, I'll start with the neck because it's a really nice neck. It's a satin finish. It's been really nicely smoothed out in the factory, and over time that's going to become a little bit glossy, but it's so smooth to play now. I really love what Hartwood are doing with their neck transitions. I think the switch from paint to bare wood is just a really nice touch. The neck volute is really comfortable. It's nicely smoothed out and it's nicely shaped. And the binding on the fretboard is really, really nice and actually extends around the headstock. And as always on this channel, I love to see strap buttons that aren't cone shaped, so they're flat on the back, which means that your strap's more likely to stay on. Now, even though this looks like rosewood on the fretboard, or possibly Indian laurel, the website actually says that it's a thermally treated maple ply. It doesn't look like maple to me. It just looks like rosewood, but if that's what they say it is, then I guess we'll believe them. So I hear everyone screaming, "Tim, why did you want this?" And the answer is, it just looks cool. If you need more reason than that, then you're in the wrong place. A few of my friends that have seen it have compared it to a Jaguar, which I can't blame them for, but I think it goes a little bit beyond the standard Jaguar or Jazzmaster shape. I think the bevel makes it a little bit more new retro, and the scratch plate combo really adds to it. I like the way that it sweeps across, even though it's not actually one single unit. It's nicely designed. It's a well-designed guitar, and it's made really well. The only things that I would say against it are the fact that, again, with Hartwood, it seems to be a running thing of the edges of the scratch plate are a little bit rough. Could have done with a little bit of work sanding them down. I'm going to be doing that, so no one else has to. You've also got the same issue with the edges of the plastic on the headstock. It's nice that they've got a truss rod cover that's actually part of the design. Again, it's a nice feature. The hardware for the bridges might be a little bit cheap for some people. That's easy to upgrade. You can do that with anything from Geica or similar. Again, I think it's strange that they went for these countersunk screws for the scratch plates. I think I might change them out for something with a softer look, because they're just a little bit industrial looking. I think I'm going to reserve judgment on the locking tuners. It's not been put through its paces that much at the moment, but it does seem to be holding its tune well, and it has just been basically lying on the floor for a week. But you really notice with this guitar, compared to the Daytona, that the fretboard feels quite wide. It's only 1mm difference at the nut, but something about it just feels bigger. It could be an optical illusion that's just affecting my brain, and the binding makes it look wider, so I think it feels wider, but I didn't think I was that suggestible. But enough of my yakking, let's see what it sounds like. As you can hear, just like the Daytona, this is outputting hotter than you'd think it would based off its looks. It's a really good all-rounder. You can get all sorts of tones from it, so you can go for a sort of like a creamier lead tone, or you can go for a really brash rhythm, and everything in between. And I really love that the direct mount pickups, no nasty pickup rings to go on. I think I might change the pickups in this, just for something that's a little bit more aesthetically in keeping with it. I want possibly toaster pickups or something more similar to the vibe of gold foils, but without being gold, because that wouldn't go with the hardware at all. Now, what I found interesting about Hartwood guitars is that they all seem to come with Dario 1046s, which is my actual string gauge, although they say they're 1046s, but they feel more like 9s to me. And the whole guitar is just so cool to look at. Like, I would happily just put this on the wall as a piece of art. I really like how pure they've kept the back of the guitar with not having a neck plate, and it's just... overall, it's a really nice guitar. I'm so glad I finally got one. Now, the Hartwood charger is going to set you back 250 quid, but for the build quality and the sound of it, and just the fun, I think that's worth every penny. So what do you think, guys? Would you play one of these? I would. I do. This is mine. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one.